Question number 57. Alex has 100 balloons. He gives an equal number of balloons to each of his 5 friends. How many balloons should each friend get? So in this one, we start with 100 balloons, and we know that Alex is giving an equal number to 5 friends. So our math problem is going to be 100 for the 100 balloons, and we're going to be dividing that by 5. When we're sharing, we're dividing. So if we're going to divide 100 by 5, that means we're going to have to figure out how many 5s can fit into 100. So if I skip count by 5s to 100, I'm going to figure out that that would be 20. Another way I can do that is by taking off the 0 on the end here. And I know that if I have 10 divided by 5, that would be 5 10s. So it would be 2. I can fit 5 into 10 2 times. And then since I took that 0 off, I have to add the 0 back on. So that will also tell me that the answer is 20. So how many balloons should each friend get? Each friend should get 20 balloons. Number 58. Sarah rides her bike 3 days a week. She rides for 10 minutes each day. How many minutes does Sarah spend riding her bike every 2 weeks? So if she rides 3 days a week for 10 minutes, and she does this for 2 weeks, that means we're going to have 3 days the first week and 3 days the second week. So we're going to have 6 days total. We have 10 minutes each of those 6 days. So we're going to have 6 times 10, and that's going to equal 60 minutes. So how much time does she spend riding her bike? She spends 60 minutes. Another appropriate answer would be 1 hour. We know that it takes 60 minutes to equal an hour. So we can also say that every 2 weeks, she has spent 1 hour riding her bike. Number 59. A girl has the candy bar shown. So this is her candy bar right here. She breaks it into thirds. She gives 1/3 of the candy bar to a friend. Which model shows the fraction of the candy bar the girl has left? First of all, I can get rid of B and C right away because it never said anything about her getting another candy bar. She can only have that one candy bar the entire time. So then that leaves me with A and D. We can see that each one is broken into 3 pieces, but only one of them is broken equally into 3 pieces. If this was a candy bar broken into 3 pieces, whoever ate this piece right here did not get an even share of the candy bar. So the only way that we shared evenly was when we look at answer D. Now this also represents her giving away this piece to a friend and then still having these 2 pieces left. So even if you didn't catch that these weren't equal, it kind of helps that they put the part that she gave away first, because that's the way that it's worded there in your question. And number 60, Ryan wrote a number on his paper. If he rounds his number to the nearest 10, he gets 350, okay? If he rounds his number to the nearest 100, he gets 300. So enter a number that Ryan could have written. So first of all, I can probably guess that his number is going to have to start with a 300 because it never rounded down into the 200s and it never rounded up to the 400s. So we're going to go ahead and say that it's going to start with a 3 in the hundreds place. The next thing I need to pay attention to is that it rounds to 350 when it's rounded to the tens place, but it never rounds up to 400. So it's going to be less than 350. If it was more than 350, if it was 360 or 370, when we rounded it to the hundreds place, it would round up to 400. So our choices here are going to have to be numbers that would go up to 350. So if I said, let's see, if I'm rounding to the tens place, it would have to be a 4, cannot be a 5, or it's going to round up to 400. So I also want it to round to 350 instead of 340. So I want the second number to be 5 or more. So he could have had 345, he could have had 346, 47, 348, or 349. So you could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct answers there.